Welcome back to Movie Dumpster Season 8, Episode 15. Today we're talking about SilverMan from 2003, directed by Peter Foldy. And is SilverMan the fantastic hero that we all needed? We're going to find out. I'm Joe Lascola.
And I'm Sean O'Rourke.
Welcome to the Dumpster. Well, Sean, on the eve of... Well, I guess it's not the eve of Fantastic Four, but Fantastic Four has been out at this point for about a week.
Yeah, give or take. It's been out. You've seen it. I've seen it. I'm assuming a lot of folks have seen it at this point.
Yeah.
Somehow it's still a bomb. I don't understand that one. Somehow it's a failure for Marvel. I loved it. Best one ever made, I think.
I feel like it's just normal drop-off and people just being hyperbolic about it. I mean, I could be wrong.
Maybe by the time this episode comes out, it bounces back up like a rubber ball like Mr. Fantastic.
It could. People have been saying things like, oh, it could have been longer and it was kind of boring. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck movie you watched, but I had a great time.
It was dramatic. Yeah. Maybe not as action-packed as Superman was. I think that's a little fresh in people's minds.
Yeah, sure. And I can see that.
Yeah, I enjoyed the hell out of it, man. I kind of joked about in the last episode in Mutant Hunt how those ones from 2005 and 2007, which a lot of people do like, but on a rewatch for me, they were dog shit.
Yeah, me too.
Right about there was Superman 3 and 4, right in between them. So it was really, I was happy to see this new one ended up the way it did, and all the memes and everything that are going to probably come out of it, the jokes in this episode that I've already kind of docked in the back of my brain here, because that movie had the Silver Surfer.
Yeah, the second one did, and the new one has a variant of a Silver Surfer.
Right, 07 Rise of the Silver Surfer you're referring to with Doug Jones
and Lawrence Fishburne.
Right. Was Lawrence Fishburne in
He
that?
did the voice.
Oh, okay.
I'm almost positive.
Okay, yeah. I just watched it. I already forgot. The new one's already replaced it. It was so much better. Okay, the Silver Surfer, probably the best part of that movie. But this movie, speaking of another silver person, trying to bring it back to the movie that we're covering, SilverMan. This was kind of a blind buy on my part, just on the fucking name and who's in it. Daniel Baldwin, of course.
Sean said Daniel Baldwin in this movie called SilverMan.
With a man who's actually silver.
And I was like, sign me the fuck up. He's the MDU Silver Surfer.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I think that's where we're both kind of going to.
Or the silver violinist, maybe.
Well, he's on the surfboard. He's playing the violin.
He's at the beach.
Yeah, he's at the beach a lot. Yeah, he's definitely surfing throughout the galaxy of the MDU. He sees those portals open. He's like, oh, fuck, there's Baldwin again. Not only does he run the Sugarland Club, he's hanging out with Dr. Buchanan, going through these Buchanan portals.
Oh, dude, SilverMan is Joe Buchanan's herald.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Yeah. He goes to the Earth or the multiverse, and he's like, hey, you're all fucked. Joe Buchanan's coming to screw with your timeline.
Yeah, Dr. Buchanan, he finds the planet. Baldwin gets the script printed out from Baby, the car, and they report to SilverMan, and he kind of goes to the planet, exactly.
It's Baldwin's Galactus, though, right?
Well, again, he gets the scripts printed out. This is some old jokes back on to season 1 or some shit. But Baldwin, him and John Hurt, they've always been a constant in the Movie Dumpster universe. So I like to return to him occasionally. It was just funny that it has this Silver Surfer bullshit around it that we couldn't avoid but bring up.
Well, John Hurt's like eternity. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. We got to place him correctly in the cosmos of the MDU.
He's kind of like, what's his face from Dungeons and Dragons? Elminster. He's just old as fuck.
He's kind of like Dr. Doom.
Yeah, a little bit, honestly. Right. Yeah. Well, again, from that 07 version, he's fused with the fucking Silver Surfer's cosmic powers.
The power cosmic, yeah. But yeah, before we get into this, if you want some more Movie Dumpster content, you can head over to patreon.com/Movie Dumpster. You can get an ad-free audio version of the show for only $2 a month, and you can get some other great stuff at the $5 or $10 tiers. We also have a YouTube membership program where you can also sign up for that, which is kind of like Patreon Lite. So you don't get all the perks of the Patreon, like the physical stuff, but you can get mini-sodes and commentary tracks and things like that. So see which one you want to support and help support your favorite show.
And if you're watching here on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe if you're not already, and share it with your friends. And if you listen on your favorite podcast app, leave us that review and the 5-star rating if you got the time. Even a sentence helps get the word out to more people, into more eardrums, eye drums. Almost had it, eyeballs in between. Just trying to grow this dumpster community, get more folks into the show, because we love talking movies with you guys, and we always appreciate you spreading the word on this spider web known as the Movie Dumpster universe.
Yeah, man, those reviews help more than anything. Please, if you're watching on YouTube, like this video, share it like Sean said, and leave those comments and those reviews on your favorite podcast app, because it helps the show more than anything. And it doesn't cost a fucking dime. How about that? But if you do want to spend a little scratch, you can go to moviedumpsterpodcast.com. We got a store there with all kinds of good stuff. And we also have a calendar there where you can find out where the Dumpster Boys are going to be. On August 15th and 16th, we are going to be guests for the very first time at any convention. And that's going to be at the Sci-Fi Horror Fest in Vernon, New York. There's a bunch of great guests, including Bill Moseley, Caroline Williams, Tyler Main, William Forsythe, and Cecil Trachtenberg from Good Bad Flicks. So if you're in the New York area, definitely come hang out for that. But also, on the same weekend, our street team is going to be set up at Monster Mania in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. So if you're going to Monster Mania, we still will have a table there. We hope to see you in New York, and if we don't, we'll see you in New Jersey. So check it out at moviedumpsterpodcast.com. Okay, so the director, Peter Foldy.
Let's start there,
What
sure.
the fuck was going through his head when he was writing this?
Actually, Gerald Sanford
excuse
wrote
me.
this, so it was kind of a work between the two,
Okay.
coming up with the madness that ended up on screen that we just both watched. I don't know what the fuck was going through their heads. Lithium? Yeah, that's silver.
Colloidal silver is what they were drinking, yeah.
There definitely is some ideas.
Mother God, yeah.
Yeah, there's some ideas here that work, but I think without just putting the cart before the horse or the surfboard in front of the surfer, I think most of it falls apart. But there's definitely some things in this movie that raised some of my eyebrows, both of them, honestly. Far beyond the point I thought. The plot of this just enamors me by the end of it. And then just some genuine laughs at times, which some I think they wanted you to laugh at, some in classic bad movie fashion. No, you're just laughing because it's bad.
Oh yeah, and like even there are some comedy parts that derive specifically from Eugene Levy.
He's the funniest character in the movie,
and he knows it.
Yeah, Eugene Levy's there. He's cracking jokes, whether they're in the script or not. He's got some good material.
Oh my God, he's the most stereotypical character in the whole fucking movie.
Yeah, Jewish mobster,
Jewish mob guy.
Yeah, TM.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't have shit behind the scenes for this because it's
hard to find any trivia on this one.
Really, it's a nothing.
It is.
It's a direct to video. I don't know why all these people are in it.
They got paid.
Yeah.
Like Michael Caine had said many times, he had to pay for something. He had to pay for his mother's house or a garage. We've talked about it.
What could the budget have been for this?
I think about it. Eugene Levy probably was there for a few days. Joey Pants, maybe 2 days.
And I guess Daniel Baldwin 2 days.
2 days for Baldwin. And then like the rest are just total fucking no names to my knowledge, at least.
The woman who works in the bar, we'll get to her.
Val.
Yeah, Val. Louise Fletcher, but we'll get to her.
Okay. Another thing I want to mention before we get too deep into this is the release date.
Yeah.
He said 2003.
That's
what IMDb says.
I read, it says 2000 on the disc. It's 2008, and then on the IMDb it says 2003, and I'm like, holy shit. This sat on a shelf for that long?
And then I'm rated separately that it was actually the year 2000. But then when you get to the end of the fucking credits, it's like produced in 1999.
Well, that's usually makes sense. You usually you make a movie like in 1999, it comes out in 2000.
Right. So I guess it's either 2000 or 2003. That's probably the closest to the release date we're gonna get.
What I think is it was finished in 2003, went somewhere, was shown somewhere, and then was officially released like direct to video in 2008, like for the masses.
I do wonder, though, I specifically bought this copy because it has Baldwin on the cover, even though it's kind of a bait and switch because he's barely in it. Because there's multiple releases of this, and there's a separate cover where he's like, I don't even think really mentioned. It's more focused on SilverMan, TM, and Joey Pants, who again is barely in it, but is in it more than Baldwin.
Oh my God. What I thought we were getting was something completely different than what we actually get.
Yeah, well, especially on the cover, Silverman's holding a pistol. You're thinking it's gonna be like a John Wick situation.
If you watch the fucking trailer, that's what sold me. I was like, oh my God, this looks amazing.
It's like going way back, Medea's Halloween.
Yeah.
We were like, damn, this trailer, what could it possibly be? There's zombies and shit. It's like a major fake out when you watch the movie. It's like,
40%, 60% of this movie is just melodrama bullshit.
And you know what? IMDb does not that they're the arbiters of what things are classified as, but they call it a melodrama. And I'm like, come on, that can't be accurate. No, that's a melodrama.
It's like a soap opera.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that kind of level.
Again, it goes places I didn't expect, but maybe I haven't watched enough Days of Our Lives. I know Ray Wise is in a lot of that, so maybe I shouldn't be totally shocked.
I mean, we'll talk about it, but like, there's just a lot of back and forth, and like, what you're like I said again with that trailer, like what you're promising the trailer is not what you get, and you only get it. You only get Kung Fu Silverman for like a fucking the last 10 minutes of the movie.
If that, right? Yeah. The bait and switch. Sometimes it actually works. You see the cover. We've talked about it before. Where it's like, all right, well, the cover was better than the movie, but it got me to watch it. This one, it's like kind of did that with the DVD this time in the trailer. It's like, all right, well, again, like I said, I just bought it blind buy. It's Baldwin. I had to know,
dude. I took it hook, line, and sinker with that fucking trailer. I was like, all right, you got me.
I mean, we got a couple other Baldwin DVDs stacked under it here for the video watchers. Or Water Damage, another Baldwin. Well, actually, Baldwin is the star of that one. I want to do that one day.
So I haven't seen that yet. You said we talked about it briefly on the on one of the episodes we just did. Yeah. But Dean Stockwell's also in it too. Dean
Stockwell's in it. That might be, besides John Carpenter's Vampires, the best one I've seen so far with Baldwin.
Well, we got to watch Taking Candy with Coolio.
Stealing
Candy, excuse me.
Yeah, that's probably next on the docket for the show. But I also got a DVD copy of Yesterday's Target.
It's great. Yesterday's Target's fucking fun. We just did a watch along not too long ago on Patreon.
Yeah, I didn't like it as much as I remembered, but go back to that second episode and hear what I actually thought of third episode.
It's fun.
But I had to get an international copy because no fucking DVD in the U.S. on that one. And then In Pursuit, had to get that one. I think I even did a video years ago of me jumping into my car.
Dolphin dive?
Yeah, dolphin dive, just to celebrate Baldwin like he really deserves it.
In Pursuit is a fucking blast. I mean, go back, if you haven't heard that episode, go back and listen to that and just watch the movie. It's fucking, that's where like the La Paz shit comes from.
You're right, the postcard.
Yeah, the postcard.
Dumpster Goblins had one of those floating around a couple years back.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Baldwin bullshit. It started many years ago on the show. Like I just said, Yesterday's Target, Joe brought that to mine and Connor's attention, and the rest is history. So it's been a while since we've covered one. Again, I think Vampires might have actually been the last one. We actually covered that twice. Once with CB over on Book to the Movie also.
And we did a commentary track for it.
And we beat the shit out of that movie. We like that one.
Vampires is done. Like, take it out of the fucking oven, dude. We did a review, we did a Book to the Movie, and a commentary track on it. I guess watch along would be the last thing. But
break off the charcoal surrounding and fucking SilverMan came out, and that's what we're covering today.
It's true. Yeah, man, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it. Like, do you want to plot crunch this one?
Sure.
Go for it.
So there's this guy, SilverMan, and like we've kind of talked about already, he's literally silver. It's not makeup.
No.
People throughout the movie assume it's makeup. They tell him, how do you do that makeup? And he just is kind of like, I'm not a freak, but I just look like this.
Well, we don't use the F word, man.
No, we don't use that. He's not a freako.
He's not a Frankie Freako.
No. But to earn money, he busks. And I guess he makes a decent amount because at one point he's counting how much money he's earned. He's got hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
He busks with a violin. Looking like fucking Lestat on the boardwalk.
Bro, he's got a fucking puffy shirt from Seinfeld, that one Jerry didn't want to wear, but it's blue. Because he's all color coordinated the whole film. Even his apartment's blue to match the silver.
Hey, blue are the colors they want him to wear.
Yeah, dabba dee dabba die. So he falls in love with the neighbor to his apartment that he hears getting fucked by this abusive guy, Jake. And he basically convinces Jake to leave town because he's such a piece of shit. And he starts dating this woman trivially.
Stop. We're going to have nothing to talk about if you keep getting into the minutia of it.
There's a lot of back and forth with this torrid relationship, and Silverman kind of dealing with his first time finding love and the backstab of heartbreak.
Being an outcast and kind of finding love in the worst possible woman that he could have chosen to get close to.
Right, and trying to wrap his head around this.
I'm going to fix you, quote unquote.
Yeah, and it's kind of following his journey in this relationship. Literally to the end of the relationship. That's basically the movie.
Relationship, question fucking mark. It's it's an arrangement of sex.
It is. I cut some things out, like you said. If I just kept talking with the plot crunch would that's the whole fucking movie. There's not a ton to this one.
Oh my goodness. We open this movie with the titular Silverman Silverman, played by Paul Popovich, and he's selling cassettes
$10 a pop
of his $10 in 2003
yeah, or 1999
or
maybe.
1999. Yeah,
that's pretty expensive.
Who's
back
buying
then.
$10 cassettes on the boardwalk of the busking violin man?
We gotta ask Rudy Real. He works on the boardwalk.
Well, I saw
doing
him pumping
balloon
up
animals.
the fucking balloons in this. He was
Oh,
down.
yeah.
Also, it's not like a proper boardwalk. Now,
Nah,
Sean and I
nah.
grew up down the shore in New Jersey, right? So we're familiar with Jenkinson's and Seaside Heights. And that's what we think of when we think of the boardwalk.
You can tell instantly it's a bunch of different locations stitched together in the editing room.
It looks like somebody went to a carnival and got B-roll and then like went down to like a boardwalk that was just along the beach with like no vendors or anything.
They guerrilla shot this one. They were like in and out as fast as they possibly could with
then
this
there's,
guy painted in silver.
Then there's like one popcorn guy and then Silverman playing his violin.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like I said, he's busking
Yeah.
and he's playing this blue violin. He's got the blue puffy shirt on.
It's fucking ludicrous, man. So Joey Pants pulls up.
In a sports car, yeah.
His name's Norbert, or his friends call him Norby, by the way.
Which is fucking hilarious because that's exactly his name in Baby's Day Out. So this has got to be
You don't say.
Movie Dumpster Universe. He meets a let's say a demise later in the film, but you know people can ascend and descend in this universe. So hold that thought.
All I'm gonna say is we don't see him die on screen per se. It's a cutaway. It's cutaway.
It is a cutaway,
Yeah.
but yeah, for right now he's alive.
Yes.
for the next hour at least, and he has this hot woman in his car who you don't get the name of initially, but it's this character Trivoli or Triv or Tiff. What the fuck does she go by?
It's Tiv.
Tiv.
Which is so like there's a reason like later where how she connects with Silverman about her name and all that shit, but I was like, what a stupid thing. Like it's so confusing.
It is, because I thought she was saying Tiff.
Yeah,
And
Tiff.
then when she says that later when she says to Silverman, she's like, my name's Triboli. I'm like, Triboli? With two B's?
Trivoli.
Well, then, yeah, because Silverman's like, well, like the Trivoli Gardens in Germany. And I'm like, what? I had to Google. I'm like, that's a thing? All right. So I've played there.
She's played by Audrey Lupke. I don't know. I feel like I've seen this chick before. I didn't look her up because I was like, I don't care. I don't care enough.
She's fine. You don't know she's going to be so
fine.
important until she shows up in the next scene. But at first, it's just Joey Pants is like, hey, when am I going to see you again? Can I get a kiss?
For all of the shitty characters in this movie, she's the fucking worst out of them all. I fucking hate her so much.
By the end of it, absolutely.
It's like, what are you doing?
At first, they're trying to build sympathy for her, but it's like that thing, again, we're going to talk about why she's so dislikable by the end,
Yeah.
but I kind of get it. It's almost a little realistic, but that makes it shitty at the same time.
Yeah, so Joey Pants is like, oh, can I get a kiss? And then he like fakes her out and like kisses her on the mouth.
Oh, yeah, turns his head real
and he's
quick.
like, oh, I'm sorry about that. And you're like, is this guy like in the mob or is it her boyfriend, her friend?
Right, because a sports car, you don't really know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, okay. And Joey Pants is real like timid and weird. Usually he plays like pseudo tough guy kind of roles.
Yeah, again, he's getting ready for that role
Yeah.
where he's going to chase a baby around. But yeah, Silverman
I
just...
don't wear a hairpiece. Oh wait, that's Goonies. That already happened.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But he's like playing the violin, and he's like just watching this this altercation between Joey Pants and this woman go down, and he's like,
He's been stalking this woman.
Well, yeah, he's like Howard. Howard was getting blamed on name while he was stalking Wendy. He's actually stalking this woman.
Well, she walks around the boardwalk, and that's what she does because she lives like she lives in an apartment like right on the beach.
and that's her hobby. Yeah.
And by her hobby's walking around,
It's good exercise. The beach is nice. Whatever.
catching rides with Joey Pants, getting gifts and necklaces and money given to her.
Sugar daddy.
Yeah.
She doesn't work. That is her
Straight up.
work. But yeah, she walks home. And cut to Silverman lives in the same apartment. He's walking up and he's hearing the arguing.
Well, we got to get introduced to Jake first.
Oh, that's true. My bad.
Because this shit's too fucking funny, man.
Right. The person she's going to be arguing with, her boyfriend Jake, this fucking Jax Teller on the motorcycle going down the street.
Dude, he is going down the street on this motorcycle, but he's on a trailer that's being pulled clearly for the movie. But like he's like 10 feet in the fucking air, and you could like he's as high as the trees, like on the sidewalk.
They could have framed that a little better.
And when they pull around, you could see it, like the trailer that he's sitting on. It's fucking hilarious.
He goes to the bar and he's like asking for some free beers from this woman Val working at the
Louise Fletcher, who is the nurse from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's in a bunch of shit. Exorcist 2, Invader. She's the teacher in Invaders from Mars.
So this is one of the people they got that they probably had for a couple days, a day even.
But you've probably seen her in like Firestarter or Shadow Zone.
Oh, yeah.
She's in Tales from the Crypt, and she's even the titular Mama Dracula in Mama Dracula, which we will get to soon.
Okay.
We did talk about that.
All right, I don't remember you and the mouse in your pocket.
No, we talked about it when we talked about Embrace of the Vampire.
I don't remember any of this. I'm sure it happened. It's in one year out the other.
I just thought that was so funny because I've been
eyeing
eyeing Mama Dracula to do
for a while.
Yeah.
All right, I'm excited regardless. The name's already got me fucking hooked. But Jake's looking for Tiv, and Val's like, yeah, don't worry about that right now. You know,
fuck yourself. I ain't telling you, even if I did know.
She's like, also, you got to pay for that fucking beer. It's not free.
Come on, give me a beer, why don't you? Just one, whatever.
She's like, also, by the way, I'm surprised you're even in town. Leon the Lion's looking for you. It says he owe you money. He's like, yeah, just like a couple $100, big whoop. She's like, well, if he finds you, he's gonna whoop your ass. And he's like, okay.
It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Just give me that beer. He's a bunch of money I got from somewheres.
Yeah, from his girlfriend or something. This is another guy. Like, I guess she gets all her money from Joey Pants, so that's how she's making her money, but then he takes all the money that she gets from Joey Pants
and puts it up his nose. Well, not yet. So yes, but we're about to find out right now because he goes back. He's all fucking drunk, and he goes back to the apartment.
Spends the rent money on booze,
and they're fighting. And he's like, where were you? Who you with? You cheating on me or whatever? And she's like, who is it? What's his name? Blah blah blah.
She's got this necklace.
Like, did he give you this? And he like rips it off, and he's got a necklace. He like rummages through her purse, and like it's a big wad of fucking cash. And clearly, she's fucking this guy for money. If she's not fucking him, then he's just like giving her money for no reason.
Yeah, I would be shocked if this is some kind of puppy love kind of thing.
I mean, well, there are like rich dudes that just want pretty women to spend their money. Which, what the fuck is that life? What is that?
I don't know, because like later in the movie, Eugene Levy implies that no, he was trying to get fucked. Like, Joey Pants was.
Oh, he was getting his fucking cock shined and his bald head.
At first, I thought the necklace was from SilverMan. I'm like jumping a little too far ahead of myself.
It was the heart of the ocean.
Yeah, well, right, exactly. Yeah, throw it in the fucking water.
That's where Joey Pants got it. Yeah.
He dove in after. I need that.
No, he had it in the fucking Goonies chest.
That's true. Oh God, you're right. Yeah, MDU. But no, it's from Joey Pants. I don't know why I thought it was SilverMan. So they're arguing, and we cut to SilverMan in his fucking apartment, like paper thin walls, like just listening to this whole argument, and he's like, He's like all sad about the arguing.
And
also he throws Tiff on the couch and is like, who the fuck did you get this from? You're gonna fucking explain, like getting real abusive.
You ain't got no friends. I'm just your friend.
Oh,
so he goes out and he ends up like pawning the necklace and
for $50
and buys Coke and then buys like an 8-ball, puts that up his nose, and then gets fucking shit hammered.
Right.
And he comes back and he's like, "I'm sorry, baby. I spent all the monies. It's all gone. I spent it all. But you know what? I love you, and we're gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna take you somewhere. Why don't you pick any way you think about it and you let me know. But for right now, sit on my dick."
Yeah, he knows how to press her button. The second he says that, she's like, "Oh, Jake."
It's an abusive relationship, and she loves it.
Apparently, because she gets, like you said, she gets on his dick, and SilverMan again in the other room getting cucked through the fucking walls.
Oh, dude.
It's like,
I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-da. He's like, I guess I will jerk off now. It's about that time.
He's already having a bad day. In a scene earlier where she's like out there on the beach with Jake watching him play violin. Some kids are like, "Hey, is that real makeup?" He's like, "Well, not exactly." He's like, "I think you're a fucking asshole." And he throws a soda in his violin case, and he's just like,
"That's a good tip."
I'm like, well, that's ruined. Throw that in the trash.
Oh my god, man! You think he shoots silver? Like mercury? It looks like mercury when it comes
he's
out,
got
right?
Poisoning. That's why his skin actually is that color.
Yeah. Well,
since infancy.
He talks about his origin story, but there is definitely an alternate one that I think is the truth.
Yeah, because I don't know if it's this scene or a little later, but he comes in to the apartment. And Tiff is like, "Oh, is that you, Jake? You piece of shit!"
Yeah, mistakes him for SilverMan. She's like, "Oh, it's you." And she's like, "What's your name?" And he's like, "SilverMan."
Like, actually, that's my name, SilverMan.
My name's SilverMan.
Oh.
I don't really have a name. And she's like,
I'm Trivoli.
I'm Tivoli. And he's like,
I'm like, what?
oh, that's a pretty name. You know, I played the Tivoli Theater in Copenhagen. She's like, wow. Well, I was named after a theater in Indiana, and my mom used to suck dick in the back row, and that's, you know, how she made her ends or whatever.
Tivoli Theaters or something.
Okay, okie dokie.
And then we get this fucking...
SilverMan. SilverMan's a nice name, too, by the way.
Yeah, she throws that in there.
Oh, my God. The fucking dialogue in this. And the music, by the way, which we haven't really talked about.
It's that like kind of dreamy, like soap opera-y kind of music.
They are original songs made for the movie
By the director.
and they're fucking terrible.
He was also a musician,
Oh my
for
God.
fun, and
It's
he
so
wrote
bad.
and played a lot of the songs. You see it at the end, Peter Foldy.
So fucking bad.
But there's this amazing montage, just like sad boy kind of thing out of like Tim and Eric, where this changing montage.
The stripping montage.
He's taking his clothes off, and it keeps fading into him getting like a different piece of clothing off in the room.
He must have undressed for 20 minutes because there are fucking...
It's like 5 wipes.
Yeah, there's like fucking crossfades through each piece of clothing.
Taking his socks off.
Yeah.
Like, why is
His
this in
pants,
here?
and then you get some silver ass when he's in the shower.
Oh, God, yeah, well...
Something for the ladies.
We don't see his penis, but we can assume it's silver also, right?
Oh my God, he's like gold member, but it's just silver.
Literally.
I love silver.
No wonder Tim's gonna be joyful later. Spoilers.
Oh man, I don't know. I guess he's taking a cold shower. He just listens to them fuck. He's got to take his clothes off, takes a cold shower in his silk because he's, I don't know.
He's upset. He doesn't want to rub one out after hearing that. He's thinking too much about it. He's like, I wish it was me.
It's got to be later when I hear them fucking smashing against my wall.
I need the motivation.
We see Jake again, and every time you see him on his fucking motorcycle, he's on the trailer, and he's like 10 feet in the air. It's just so funny. It's so funny to me, and they show the fucking trailer that he's on every time.
This is when he's on his motorcycle and he's not taking her out to go dance in a club orgasm.
Oh yeah.
And
She's like,
Silverman's like, oh, okay.
I want to, yeah, I guess it's a new club. You want to go dancing or whatever? So he like leaves her, Jake leaves her for the night and she's all done up and ready to go.
Right.
And she ends up like leaving the apartment.
And she just goes there, and Silverman just happens to also go there because he's like, well, you told me you were going to be there.
She's like, well, you said you really wanted to go to Club Orgasm, so I figured you'd be here. Where'd you know how to find me? And they're like dancing.
They're dancing. They even do a slow dance together. Meanwhile, there's like these BDSM people like in cages dancing in the back.
It's like
happening place.
They're like not sure if they should slow dance together first, and then they do it anyway, and it's like, okay.
They almost kiss, but instead it cuts to the diner where they're sharing some fries. And it's like they're chit-chatting and they're starting to get to know each other. They're Joey Pants.
Well, she's like, I guess she never been in a bad relationship before.
Right.
She's telling him about Jake and how she loves him, but he's a piece of shit. You know, the same old story.
Right,
Abusive.
beating on her.
Yeah. Verbally abusive, all that kind of
He's
stuff.
like, I've never been in a relationship ever.
I've never had sex or been in a relationship before.
She's like, that makeup. Do you put it on yourself?
And he's like, Yep,
real fast.
I could do it real quick. Sure can.
Yeah, and then Joey Pants walks in with this suit that's way too fucking big for him.
It looks like the Mask. He comes in and he's like, oh yes, I saw you found Tiv. Thanks Silverman. Whatever.
He's like, who's the Tin Man? She's like, that's Silverman.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Silverman. All right, well, let's go. Time to get fucked.
But Silverman clearly like is into her and is like,
Yeah.
oh shit, she was with someone.
Yeah. Well, he's like just observing her because he like breaks it down for her later. He's got like no tact.
Right.
When he talks to this woman, it's just very matter-of-factly.
Yeah, later they try to hide that by saying, oh, I have emotions, but I can't express them. I'm like, since when was this motherfucker Dexter all of a sudden?
No, man. He's got the power cosmic in him. So
Right.
he only deals in absolutes.
The problem is he's separated from his board right now, like Johnny Storm let us know. They're separate. They're not the same thing.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
He's depowered at the moment.
For sure. Or
Clearly.
Definitely less powerful. A lot less powerful. There's this scene where like Jake is being chased by Eugene Levy, and it's like the stupidest chase scene.
They're listening to the baseball game. They keep cutting to the inside of the car, and it's like another way around the bases.
They're driving, and I guess he like freaks out because it's the only like one of the only shots where he's actually riding the motorcycle, and he clearly can't drive it that well. So he drives up this thing like trying to outrun them, but they're like going parallel, and then he like just wipes out on the bike, and it crashes into a fucking garage door.
Breaks his ass
for no reason. He's like, my leg. Meanwhile, fucking Eugene Levy and his like bouncer guy roll up on him.
Kenny Robinson, the comedian.
Is that who that is?
Yeah, I had to look it up
Oh.
because I couldn't really tell at first. But yeah, he was a pretty big comedian back like 10 or 15 years back. And he's like, it's kind of a funny gag, but you're right, it's so stereotypical.
It's like Eugene Levy's like, it's the Sabbath, He's like, it's Saturday. He's like, I'm Jewish. It's the Sabbath. It's my Sabbath. I'm Jewish. Don't you get it? I'm Jewish.
But Kenny Robinson's like, yeah, but I'm Christian, so I cover both halves. Praise the Lord.
Praise
punches
the Lord.
him.
Punches him.
Yeah.
And like,
he's like, Sabbath or no Sabbath, they always have to eat pork. And they're like beating the shit out of this guy. It's just funny dialogue.
He's like, because it's my Sabbath and tomorrow's your Sabbath because you're a Christian. Praise the Lord.
Right.
I'm going to give you till tomorrow for 1,000 smackaroos.
Yeah, Kenny Robinson's named Ralph, and Ralph's like, "Yep, you gotta give us the money for my Sabbath." And he's like, "Oh, I only got a day." He's like, "Oh, how much is it?"
$1,000.
$1,000.
Because they only owed him a couple hundred. Now it's $1,000.
Well, he's dodging them. Yeah. So they're like, "Fuck this interest."
Why wouldn't you just pay the? Why? First of all, don't borrow money from gangsters because this is what happens.
Yeah. Well, he thinks he's gonna get it from Tiv, giving it from Joey Pants, playing that kind of con. But SilverMan kind of catches him, and he's like, well, I'm kind of down and out, Silverman.
Well, SilverMan's doing Tai Chi in his fucking apartment.
This feng shui.
And you're like, okay, here it is. This is what I've been waiting for. Is he about to fucking kick somebody's ass? So he goes out. And he hears Jake like stumble up the stairs, and he's like, "Who leaves a shopping cart in the middle of the fucking apartment complex?" I'm like, "What?"
That was so weird.
It was so weird. So he helps him to his room, to his apartment, and he's like, "Hey man, thanks a lot. I really appreciate that."
Right, because he's all beaten up from Eugene Levy and the other guy.
Real pretty, right? Yeah. So here's the thing. I owe this guy Leon the lion. I'm gonna be eaten by a lion. You get it? I owe him a couple grand, man. I need like 3,000, but 5,000, that would do it,
What a scumbag.
Yeah.
He can't just be like, I owe him a grand, please help me. He's like, I'm going to get a little extra out of this. Fuck this SilverMan guy.
Of course. And,
gonna milk him.
And SilverMan's like, okay. And he's like, could you do me a favor and tell Tiv to ask her friend to get me the money? Like, it'll be all right. She always takes care of me or whatever's. So SilverMan goes out.
Oh, my God.
And he's counting the money.
You already know where it's going,
and he's
right?
got $5,000. And he's like, okay, Jake, here's the $5,000. He's like,
counts it out to him.
And he's like, wow, thanks a lot. I really appreciate you going to Tiff and getting it for me.
I knew she'd get it for me.
And he's like, no, that's my money. I saved that money. I also got you this, a fucking plane ticket to Miami to get you the fuck out of here.
Apparently he's fucking loaded.
Dude.
Busking.
Well, he's like, you're going to take this money, pay off your debt, take this plane ticket, and get the fuck out of Tiv's live. And we're gonna be together, or whatever.
He like barely argues. He's like, well, it's Tiff though. I can't just leave her. He's like, no, you're gone. And he's like, well, Miami sounds nice.
He drives him to the airport and watches the plane leave.
He's like, well, what if I just leave? He's like, I'm driving to the airport. He's like, yeah, you got all the loopholes figured out.
But there's a scene of him watching the plane, like, in his Jeep, like, yeah,
with his leather jacket on. Yeah. And then fucking Tiv takes a cab to the apartment, and she's like, because I don't know where she was. She was at grandma's house for the weekend. And she's like, Jake? She comes in the apartment. Jake, where are you? Where are you, Jake? Looks all over, and SilverMan's like, hanging on his door like, yeah, he left.
He said he was going, and she's like, did he say anything about me? Because like there's this weird back and forth.
Yeah.
When he brings Jake up the stairs, before he brings Jake up the stairs, because he's like, if you see Tiv, do me a favors, okay? You tell her if you see her at the boardwalk, tell her that I love her and she can come back if she wants to.
Right,
and then he acts like the fucking liaison between these two.
And he doesn't give all the information.
No, and he's just like, yeah, okay, I'll do that. And then he tells her at the fucking diner what we had before. It's just ridiculous. It's just so
because he wants to get with her, and he's like, fuck this guy, so he's like withholding information.
But it's this weird game of telephone, and he's just like totally committed to the bit. I'm just like, you're an idiot.
But you're right, though. He just like, he just left, doesn't tell her that he was still madly in love with her because he knows the guy's a piece of shit and gonna beat her up. He's like, well, I'm just gonna lie and she's just gonna buy it. And he thinks he has this like plan all figured out. Like, she's gonna get with me instantly. No, she's crying. She's like, I know he was a piece of shit, but I love him.
I know what'll work. I'm gonna fill her entire apartment with flowers
that are color coded to him. They're all blue and white.
They're on her bed, and then like he's like in his apartment, like
playing
the fucking violin.
But
for
that part
her.
was stupid because they're playing like an original song over it all instead
It's
of
all
the violin.
montage bullshit.
I'm like, why wouldn't you have him playing? That defeats the whole purpose. Whatever.
Then he's like, yeah, like you said, he's like listening to her cry through the fucking wall, and he like feels bad, sorta.
But she leaves her door unlocked that night when she's in bed, apparently.
Are we on these terms where he just can walk into the fucking apartment and come and sit on the bed?
Nobody locks their fucking door
I'm
in
like,
this apartment complex.
What the fuck, man? Are they like friends like that? And it turns out that's just the way she is, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. It doesn't take much convincing for him to start be like, well, what about me?
It would take 2 seconds to fuck this woman, because you could just walk in and be like, hey, you're really nice and pretty.
She's like, I feel lonely looking at the moon. And he's like, huh, penis?
Me
Vagina?
Too, me too. I'm lonely too. I wasn't a freak. I was just an oddity my whole life.
Yeah, he's like, I know that feeling. And she touches his face, and then they start kissing.
She's like, to make up, even when you go to bed? I'm like, you are fucking stupid. Like, have you figured it out yet, honey?
Right. And I'm assuming that's like, all right, we're going to fade out. They're going to fuck off camera. Nope. Cut back to them. They're both buck-ass naked. This chick's ass is like in the bed, like basically on top of him.
They're sitting like, they're sitting on the bed with their legs out, and she's on his lap with her legs out and his legs out, and they're just like sitting there.
Right. There's no thrusting yet.
There's no like composition of the scene. It's just like there's nothing sexy about it or like intimate. It's just weird.
And then they're doing it missionary just to really sell that they're fucking just for like 4 seconds. This is also like Watchmen level lengths.
Oh yeah,
the sex scene that's not even really that fun to watch, honestly, for anyone. And then she's like, you know what? Why are you so sad? You were awesome.
You were awesome.
He's like, well, I have this deep sadness within me.
Oh, dude. And let me tell you something.
Speaking of Watchmen, like John,
he gave her the old fucking silver seed, man, because he's just letting it fly, just letting her fly in her.
One time, that's all it takes.
Yeah.
No condoms for him. He's allergic. He can't wear them, obviously. The lambskin does something to his silver rod.
Is it going to be like the David Warner thing, though? Like he makes a baby in her and it like grows, but it only gets so big and then just like lives as a baby inside her the rest of her life?
Oh, well, no, it actually turns into something else because we actually see the result at the end of the film.
I know, but I'm just saying at this point, that's what I'm thinking.
Necronomicon, oh my God. That's a scary thought. We'll have to wait and answer that question in a little while, Joe. Because first,
he's got to drop his lore bomb.
He's got to drop his lore bomb. Yeah, that he was raised in the carnival.
Well, before that, he's like, I have this dream where I'm in the womb, but it's not a womb. It's a toxic river that's polluted.
All right, that's where you were going with the David Warner thing. Yeah.
And she's like, what? You were born in a toxic river? And he's like, no.
Vigo was there. There was a huge head. It was screaming over the river of slime.
Command me, Lord.
Yeah.
But he's like, the doctor told me, or told my mother, or I don't even know who the fuck he said.
I don't know.
Apparently he talked to the doctor, but apparently the doctor said that while his mother was giving birth, they were close to like a fucking river
that was irradiated.
That was polluted. Yeah,
obviously.
It turns out. This is what really happened.
Sure.
Do you ever see that documentary about that woman on Netflix?
Which one? There's about 1,000.
Who was like a crazy like cult leader.
All right, if you narrowed it down about 500.
She would drink like colloidal silver.
Okay, that sounds a little familiar.
And she did it to like get closer to this alien entity or whatever that said they were going to come and like take her, right?
The SilverMan?
Yeah. Well, she was drinking. Yeah, right. The
cosmic terror.
Norrin Rad was the father.
Him after this movie when he reunites with the board.
So she drinks colloidal silver and she ends up like dying in a hotel room one day.
Oh my God.
So that's what I think. She was pregnant. She dies.
He comes out.
And then he's sold to the circus or the sideshow.
Yeah, with Cupid Doll, who raised him, and Mule.
Cupid Doll and the Mule Man.
Right, which Cupid Doll, you don't find out till later, is actually just a little person. Yeah. They show her picture on the gravestone.
Oh, poor little Cupid Doll.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
But he tells this whole story about how they basically raised him in the circus, and he doesn't really remember anything before that.
All he remembers is, I don't know, Royal Dano summoning these monsters
these
and
ghoulies?
Phil Fondacaro reciting Shakespeare. I don't know.
Yeah, but he's like, they basically taught me that words can lie, but emotions in the eye, that's where you can feel it, or you can see them, or some I'm fucking it up a little, but it's something in that vein. Words can lie, eyes can tell the truth.
I think it's something like, speak with your eyes because that's from the heart or some shit like that.
Yeah. It's actually kind of a touching sentiment. It's meant to be
in a different movie.
Sure, but he's explaining his deep lore to her.
And he's like, Mule Man taught me how to play violin.
I had to make sure I fucked you before I told you this, because then you might call me a freak and just run away.
Then they like fall in love, and there's like this weird, awkward montage. They like kiss really awkward at the fucking beach and shit. It's just
More
weird.
makeout session. Yeah.
And then it just cuts back to them back in bed. There's like candles and shit.
I mean, Trouble in Paradise right after this, though,
Oh,
Joe.
my God.
They're back in bed. Next scene, they're arguing.
They're back at the boardwalk first. And now she's like joining him on his busking brigade with like, and she's like in a silver jacket, like handing out the hat for money. And Joey Pants is there and sees them, and she goes over to him
and like gets some money,
and then gets money,
kisses him,
kisses him, and all this shit. And then now the shoe's on the other foot because SilverMan is talking like Jake all of a sudden. He's like, "Hey,
pissed,
hey, who the fuck was that guy?
He loses his temper.
How long you been seeing him?"
She's like, "That's none of your fucking business."
He's like, "Did you see him in the past couple months? Like, what? I just want to know. I was just inquiring."
He goes, "Do you want it to go back to the way it was before we met and go back to your old job?" And she's like, "My old job? What the fuck do you think I did?" He's like, "You were a whore
when you were a whore." And he just says it so deadpan, and she's just like, "Ah." And he's like, "Well, what would you call it?" And she goes,
"Not that."
And then she just leaves. And I'm like, okay, dokie.
I mean,
you signed up for this, my man, by the way.
He did. Also, maybe use a little tact there, SilverMan. I don't know if I'd be calling her like, "Mary, go back to your whore life, bitch."
That's what I mean. Like clearly, like, hey, like
the sugar daddy
if we're together, like, you can't be fucking Joey Pants.
Right, yeah.
For money.
Again, like you said, Jake was pissed about it. He was abusive and a piece of shit, but okay, if you're fair enough, you're angry, but
well, he was essentially pimping her too, because he was taking all her fucking money.
Well, seriously though,
So he's like, "Oh, okay, well, hey, I'm sorry I yelled at you. Sorry about that."
They meet on the bench.
Do you want to come with me to Niagara Falls? And she's like, "No, I'm gonna stay here."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah," because she's got plans with Joey Pants.
Well, she doesn't know. Well, right, with Joey Pants. Right.
And he's like, I don't really know how to be in a relationship because I was never in a relationship before, but, I think I want a family. And I think I love you.
Right. Stepfather's ears perk up. He's in the park. He's like, family.
Blank.
But she's like, does that include children? And he's like, maybe. Sure. I don't know. I don't want to move that fast.
Yeah. Why don't we take things one thing at a time? And
not what she wanted to hear.
And you think like she's thinking to her head like, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna start my life with this SilverMan. We're gonna have silver kids in our silver house with our silver picket fence. It'll be great.
Right. That's what you would think. But her reaction is, we're like, oh, he didn't react well to that. I guess I'm gonna fuck my ex.
Well, she's just so easily swayed. Like, I guess so.
Well, she even does say to him, if it's not this scene, it might be a little later. She's like, he was my first love when I was 16. It's like I have a tattoo inside my body for Jake. It's just, I can't explain it.
I can't get rid of it. So
it's like, all right, I guess like that does happen, but I don't like this movie. The way this movie is the direction it's going in.
To make matters worse, I get, what is it? In like 2 or 3 months pass,
and
fucking
Jake shows up.
Jake shows up on his fucking Harley with an Italian leather jacket. He's like, hey Tiv,
he's got a new Harley.
How you doing, Tiv? He's like, I was in Miami. I made out for myself there pretty well. And she's like, oh my God, my hot boyfriend who's a piece of shit now has money? All right, I'm all about it. I'll go take a ride on your motorcycle.
Never mentions once that actually he had $5,000 that he basically stole from fucking SilverMan.
He stole SilverMan's $5,000 and made off like a bandit.
And then, I don't know if this is a real story or if he's making this up, but I don't know how you'd buy a motorcycle and the leather jacket and all that for $5,000, so I guess he's not lying.
Well, he didn't. He got it from the fucking woman he's about to talk about.
Granny Van Dam, baby.
Little boy, little Jakey.
Makes her appearance only in hearsay. We never see her on screen, but he's definitely talking about her.
But he's definitely talking about her. The mansion by the sea.
in Palm Beach that he found. I was scoping it out, not to rob it, obviously.
Yeah, not to rob it.
The cops arrested me, but she felt pity for me.
He's like, I got arrested for looking at a mansion. And she's like, what? Looking at a mansion? He's like, yeah, I was standing outside the gates looking at this mansion. And
also, they were on the beach with a fire roaring.
Yeah. He's like, and the cop comes up and he was going to arrest me. And just then, I heard a voice over the intercom. And she's like, hey, you better let him go, or I'm gonna fucking demote you to the cop on the beat.
I have the power. I'm a rich old white woman.
So she
It's
invites
Granny Van Dam.
So she invites me in the house for a drink, right?
Or something.
And she says she's gonna slip into something more comfortable, and then she comes back, and the rest is history.
He's like, I see her in the bed. She's like lasagna in the sheets.
She's all wrinkly and shit.
But he has to mention, because this is important later, he's like, I found this golden golf ball, and I was gonna steal it, but the butler stopped me. I didn't actually do it, but I almost did.
It was like that Tales from the Crypt episode with Treat Williams when he fucks all those old women and steals their money, except I didn't want all the money. I just wanted the gold golf ball.
Yeah, because I knew it was worth millions for some reason. I just knew. And she hears...
by the way, she died because I fucked her to death.
To death. And then I stole the golf ball.
And then I stole the golf ball.
He saves that little part of the story till later when he's basically knows the relationship isn't working. But until he does that, he saves that nugget for later because he's going to fuck her on the beach. She's like, well, wait, SilverMan, who's, by the way, like Joe said, in Niagara Falls, like playing in front of tourists, making money.
I love how Jake says that to her, and she's like, you mean you were a gigolo? And I'm like...
he's like, no, more like a...
So it's okay for you to fuck Joey Pants and get money,
wow.
But it's not okay for him to fuck an old lady. I'm not saying that it's okay.
It is a double standard.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm more like a companion.
At that age, they call it a companion.
Like the movie, but not really because it didn't come out yet.
There's nothing robotic about this sausage.
He also doesn't have a silver rod, but she doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's done enough smooth talk and talked about how he fucked this old lady.
Well,
and she's like, oh, I missed you so much. He's like,
with someone. And he's like, is it that silver guy? And she's like, yeah, it's him, the silver man.
He's like, well, do you love him? And she's like, yeah, I do. It's different than our love. He's like, well, what does that mean? So you love him more? Or it's not the same as us? She's like, it could never be the same. And then again, like I kind of already said, they start making out. The fucking begins.
They fuck at the fire.
And I'm yelling at my computer like, you motherfucker, you piece of shit. I was like, really?
She's a fucking scumbag.
You know this guy's a fucking jerk off.
Yeah.
Mind you, again, I guess he could have just totally thrown SilverMan under the bus the whole time and just doesn't for some... I guess because he'd rather be like a Lex Luthor type and like really push it into him, like really make him feel like a piece of shit kind of situation. Because he could easily just be like, yeah, SilverMan paid me off to leave so we could get in your pants. Like, he'd still be a scumbag, but that is what happened.
Yeah.
But he never says that.
No.
He's just like, yeah, that SilverMan guy, yeah, huh.
He's a good dude. He gave me his $5,000.
I was forced to leave. I'll never expand on that.
If I didn't, he said, if I ever came back, SilverMan would get me.
He would get me, right. Cut to the next day, morning, sun's rising. They just finished their 6-7 hour fuck session on the beach.
They're sweating and sucking and fucking. And like,
I couldn't believe it.
SilverMan's like calling her on the phone from Niagara Falls.
He fucking takes her back to the apartment.
Niagara Falls, SilverMan.
Yeah, it takes her back to the apartment even. SilverMan's now coming back from Niagara Falls.
He's like, can I come up or whatever's?
Just for a minute.
Yeah.
And SilverMan, he's like coming home. He's all like, fuck, I hope nothing bad happened.
Instead of like stopping by to see her first, he goes to his apartment. SilverMan goes to his apartment and he walks in and he hears Jake railing Tiv on the fucking bed.
Oh my God, yeah,
dude.
In her apartment, and as loud as he possibly can. He's like, dude.
You sound like Donkey Kong eating a banana.
Well, because she mentions earlier that she can sense when he's around because they have such a close connection.
Yeah.
So she says like, oh, I think I hear him. And he's like, then he really ratchets it up because he wants this guy to be pissed. He wants to cuck him,
dude,
literally,
dude,
though.
It fucking rivals the Michael Caine scene in The Hand.
Oh, it's like
the reverse,
crazier.
Right?
Because at least no one really walked in on him that time. It was just like that fucked up situation, and he was kind of crazy.
And he's fucking her on the bed. It's great. I mean, it's funny.
It's funny, but SilverMan comes in, he like kicks the door down, and then he's like mid-pump, whoa!
And now I'm rubbing my fucking hands together. I'm like, here we go, baby. Finally, some fucking SilverMan karate.
Trivially instantly is like, it's not what it looks like.
And she's got the fucking dick in her.
Yeah, like dripping cum out of her vagina.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, exactly. You expect the fight scene to start. He, like, kicks him once and throws him, like, on the couch.
And then
that's it.
Jake, like, busts him over the head with a vase.
Then knocks him out, I guess.
And they run up to the roof.
Oh, right.
And it's a roof battle now. And I'm like, oh, my God, SilverMan's going to karate kick this fucking guy off the roof.
Like the end of Petey Wheatstraw. Yeah. Where's the demon? Where's
the devil?
Yeah, exactly.
So they fight each other. SilverMan kicks his ass and is about to, like, punch him off the roof.
Or
and
something.
Tiv is like, no, don't do it. I love him. And SilverMan's like, fine. And then he just walks off. into the fucking sunset.
Then he just like leaves, right? He goes
he
in
just
his Jeep.
disappears for the rest of the movie until the last 10 minutes.
And they like break into his apartment because he doesn't lock his fucking door either, I guess. Well, he did kind of charge out of there in a hurry.
Takes fucking beer out of his fridge.
I'm surprised they didn't fuck on his bed. He's like, it's just a bed where you guys did it.
Did he slam you on his bed? What do you say there, Tiff? Tell me about it.
She has like zero reaction to everything going on. She's just standing there in her kimono like, yeah, we fucked there. Real funny.
He's like, look.
She's not sobbing. Yeah. She's not like, what did I do? She just is like, wow, this isn't good.
I love that.
Like, no reaction. She's not like, oh, wow, I'm glad I fucking cheated on SilverMan. That sex was so good. Like, nothing.
No.
Nothing.
No, he goes, I don't care if you're fucking him. But you don't help him put his makeup on, do you? That's a little too intimate. I don't like it.
She still thinks it's makeup after she fucked the shit out of him for God knows how long in that bed. No silver on the sheets.
So Jake walks by the window and sees Daniel Baldwin taking his fucking motorcycle. Finally. It only took 40 minutes into the movie to fucking get here.
I think SilverMan called the tow. That was his last, like, fuck you on the way out.
So Jake comes out and he's like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, back off, ass bag. I'm taking this. The property of Leon, the lion.
Yeah. He's like, nice fucking pants.
Yeah. That was great because he's wearing like leather
pants. Yeah. So then he's like, oh, what the fuck? I gotta get this sorted out.
So Leon knows he's back in town. They take his bike and he's like, you're a real fucking idiot for coming back, you fucking dummy.
You're a putz, you know that? You know what a putz is? It's a dumb prick, and that's what you are, a dumb prick.
Dumb prick.
And he's like, oh, okay.
But he goes to see Leon to get his bike back.
Yeah.
And he goes in the back and he sees Leon, and Leon's like, ha, ha. And he's like, hold on. The muscle's like, hold on. He's almost done. And you think he's like praying or something. He's getting a blowjob from this woman.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. You'll see the clip in the YouTube video.
When she finishes, she's like, shalom. Oh, Jake, you're a dumb prick.
Hey, give her a little extra because it's the holiday.
Praise the Lord, Ralph. And he's grilling him on the couch. And he's like, yeah, you don't owe me just 1,000 now. There's interest.
Like it's a putz. I knew you were down there in Miami Beach, Palm Beach, fucking that old broad.
I fucked GVD too. Yeah. We have exchanges through the mail.
Do you think I don't know GVD?
We got a whole network.
Yeah. What happened was Eugene Levy was also working for Jeffrey Jones and jumping through televisions with that fucking
Jeffrey
remote.
Jones, oh no.
Yeah, and stay tuned.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Jones is in that one also.
Yeah.
We haven't mentioned him in a while.
This is what happened. This is his channel that he turns on, and he's going to live in this universe where he's the fucking Jewish kingpin.
Well, it would be remiss if we're not talking about Baldwin and not mentioning Jeffrey Jones. That's another. He's like a constant in the MDU, right? That's unfortunate for Daniel.
So now Jake owes Leo
10 grand
or Leon $20,000.
Right. Oh yeah, and he could pay him back in multiple.
Well, since this is his son's bar mitzvah, he's gonna let him pay in installments.
That's what I mean. Yeah, installments. Yeah. 10 grand a day or some shit, or every 2 days.
$1,000 a week or some shit like that.
That's a lot. Put it that way. Yeah. And he's like, all right, no, I could get that. Yeah. So he goes to Tiv. He's like, yeah, Joey Pants, get us the money. She's like, I don't really want to do that anymore. And he's like, you're going to fucking do this.
Or you're going to do it, or I'm going to kill you and Joey Pants.
Right.
So everything's going smooth. And like, Joey Pants is immediately like, yeah, sure, come over, whatever. I'll be there. Come to my house.
It's like March of the Wooden Soldiers when they have him when he's got Ollie in the crate, pushing him in.
So he's like, how much do you need? And she's like, I need $25,000. He's like, shit, I got $25,000 right here. I'll give it to you. It's just money. I'll make more. And I'm like, again, wouldn't that be nice? What kind of life is that? Wow. What is it like to live that life?
Apparently, he sells cocaine on the side. We're gonna find out.
He's also an accountant.
He's an accountant.
A CPA.
Right. That's his cover.
Yeah.
That's how he makes his real money.
So instead of just like letting her go in and get the fucking money because it was easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Like Stan and Ollie, this guy walks up with a fucking clown nose on.
Ski mask with a clown nose and holds him at gunpoint and makes him empty the safe.
Take me to the safe. Take me to the fucking safe. He says it like 20 times.
Yeah. So in this whole debacle, Joey Pants he goes to open the safe and he like sees the reflection of them and he can see that they're both working together. or he's got a chance. So he takes the gun out and
Right.
goes to shoot Jake, and Jake fucking lights him up.
Unloads on him. Yeah. And then she's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you fucking shot him."
Killed Norby.
And there's definitely blood coming out of him, but like you said, MDU, it's possible the EMTs made it in time, and then he had to work with Joe Montaigne and the guy from Little Giants
Well, that's
to get his fortune back by
that's what
kidnapping a
happened.
baby.
That's what happened. The guy from Little Giants came over, found him on the ground,
Woo.
took him to a fucking. Took him to the dock worker guy who fixed the stepfather's face, took the bullets out of him, sewed him up.
Joker doctor?
Yeah.
Okay,
Then he met fucking Joe, what's his name?
Montaigne.
Joe Montana. Yeah, that's it. I thought you said Joe Montana.
I might have misspoke.
No.
Either way.
It was a Waterboy joke. Anyway.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So he goes, and then he hooks up with Joe Montana, and
Right.
then they fucking plot to steal the fucking baby Thump from
And
baby,
Norby's
baby
like,
Bink.
Norby's like, I got a lot of plans. I've
Yeah.
been thinking about this for a while. Ways to make money.
Well, the coke is catching up with him, right?
Right. Well, that's the thing.
So he's going to do
Part of his recovery.
small time robbery or big time kidnapping, one or the other.
Boo boo. Haunts him to this day.
And then he gets fucking, punched in the dick by a gorilla. But
Exactly.
who knows?
Well,
Yeah.
Memento's in there somewhere too. He had it coming.
Until he wakes up in the Matrix.
Yeah, he's got it rough, man. He plays a lot of diverse characters, and they all are somehow related in the movie dumpster universe, if not the same person.
He was always part of a big crime syndicate, though. The Fratellis, you heard of them? Really disgusting people. So he's like, well, you got to break because of the bar mitzvah, but if you fuck me over again, I'm going to kill you.
Right. Well, he says.
Leon says that to Jake.
Right, because he brings him that money. And he's like, how the fuck did you get this money? He's like, I heard about Joey Pants. He died. He was an associate of mine. Know anything about that? He's like, oh, I have no idea.
Never met him before. Well, turns out Norby liked to fuck your girlfriend.
I didn't know. I had no idea.
I had no idea. And he's like, look, I don't give a shit, all right? You can keep the money, but I want the cocaine, and
want the coke.
I'll buy it from you.
And he's like, he gives him an offer, and he's like, oh, that's not
$500,000.
enough.
He's like $500,000. He's like, what are you, crazy
Yeah.
there, Jakey boy? I'll give you 200. He's like, 225.
Yeah, they're negotiating a deal now.
Yeah.
Fuck Norby, I guess.
Well, fuck him because, like, it's over. Like, he's going to take his cash and he's going to take his drugs and, like, whatever. And then they're going to meet up at the fucking Sugarland Lounge that he has.
Right, which there's also this funny scene where he gets his bike back. He's like, get my fucking bike back. And they already sold it, so Eugene Levy goes to Ralph. He's like, get the fucking bike back.
He's like, well, unshell it.
Yeah,
You gotta
unshell it.
unshell it for him. Well, I don't know why he goes through all that trouble. I guess to get the coke. We'll talk about it later.
I think because Eugene Levy just assumed this guy was never going to be able to pay him back, so he just instantly sold the fucking motorcycle.
No. He gives him the motorcycle back. Like, I wouldn't give him the motorcycle back, especially for what he plans to do.
Right, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But Baldwin's, this is where he's like, nice fucking pants.
Yeah, because he drops the bike back
Off. But Baldwin, you think this is the end of him, and you're like, fuck, I thought we'd get more Baldwin.
Yeah, and so with Baldwin, I thought he was just a tow guy, and I was like, okay, this lines up with yesterday's Target perfectly.
No, he's the fucking gopher.
Yeah, he's like the tow guy and the fucking the washing machine guy from yesterday's Target. It all made sense. With the bandana,
Right,
on.
and he knows how to work that wench on the fucking car
Yeah.
from Vampires, right?
Oh yeah,
Right.
that's also true. Yeah.
But we'll come back to his ass in a minute.
So SilverMan goes to see his dad.
Yeah,
the mule,
right.
His dad, quote unquote, the Mule Man.
And he finds out his mother figure has passed away.
Cupid doll is dead, and she's in the ground, and there's a little grave for her with a little picture of her
We
on
tried
there.
to let you know, son, but we couldn't get in contact with. He's like Pa Kent or something.
And he's like, yeah, I'm not really good at keeping in touch with you guys. I'm sorry. And he's like, yeah, you know how she feels about it. You're in your own universe, in your own body, and you got to
Right.
be you because it's what you've been blessed with, the power cosmic.
or something.
Son of Norin Rad.
He's like, yeah, we're freaks to everywhere else, but to us, we're family.
Yeah. Back when you weren't there for when they used to call us freaks. Then they
Right.
changed it to oddities. So
human oddities.
now you're a human oddity.
And yeah, he has this like heart to heart. I'm joking about Pa Kent, but it made me think of that Superman scene from the new one.
Oh my god, it's so weird here too because he's like, I touched another world, Dad, and he's like,
He's like, you mean a woman, right?
he's like a woman. He's like,
I liked what I touched.
a her, not a freak, right? And he's like, no, yeah, like a human woman
it's not the woman from Total Recall with three tits.
with three
no.
tits. Oh, damn it!
I thought you continue the family generational I don't even know.
You let me down, son.
Yeah.
You know?
Carry on the family's genes. There you go. That's what
And he's
I'm
like,
trying
didn't
to
you
say.
learn anything from Cupid doll? you gotta love yourself or something.
Right, that's like the bigger point that he's trying to make. That's why he says the line something about our bodies are our own, that you were just kind of quoting. That whole thing.
Funny part is, I was like, this guy sounds really familiar, and he's under all this makeup. You're like, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
He's in a ton of movies.
Leslie Carlson. He is Graham, the phone guy from Black Christmas.
Right.
And he's also the guy who like haggles with the old man in Christmas Story for the Christmas tree.
Yeah, the Christmas tree guy.
Yeah.
And he's got about 100 other credits.
I mean, yeah, but
those
those are the two big ones.
Yeah,
so he's Muleman.
That's pretty good makeup for this kind of throwaway character that's only in 2 scenes.
So that's where the budget went. Got it.
It's a
and
Mule
in
Man.
the last 10 minutes of this movie.
Make him kind of look like Elephant Man, but not really. All right, good job. But yeah, SilverMan essentially gets his motivation to take this love by the balls, let's say, and grab it.
Yeah, because now Jake's gonna make this deal with Leon, and Silverman comes back, and she's like, "Silverman's back. I can feel him." And she's like, "How the fuck do you know? What do you got? A telepathic link with this fucking guy?" And then it's like kind of insinuated that she does, but not really.
Like that kid in Godzilla.
That's
in
not
Hedorah.
true. It's not Godzilla vs. Hedorah.
We're gonna keep this lore going.
There is a psychic link in one of the Godzilla movies, but it's between Godzilla and some chick, not Hedorah.
Better yet,
or the little kid,
the Silver Surfer and fucking Tivia.
I can read your mind.
Yeah, so then he's like, well, all right, well, I'm leaving, and you're coming with me because I'm not coming back. And she's like, I'm not going. I'm staying with SilverMan.
And he's like, the fuck you are. And he like
pulls the pistol out.
Pulls pistol at gunpoint, throws on the back of the bike with these 2 saddlebags of cocaine.
Yeah, and then SilverMan kind of like assesses the scene and realizes, oh, fuck, and then like essentially gets right in his Jeep to follow them, but I guess he loses them on the way because he's got to stop at the bar to get directions, like, where are they?
This weird, there's a lot of montages in this film to kind of just like go between scenes.
With music just playing, just because like, well, you'll figure it out.
I don't know, he's driving his Jeep and he goes to see Val at the bar, and he's like...
Right, it's all pantomime.
And she's like, over there, and he's like, thanks.
Yeah, and then they pull up to the fucking Sugarland Club, and Jake's dragging what is this? Trivia? I already forgot her name. Triv. I've said it wrong so many times.
Tivoli.
Holy shit.
Tivoli.
The Gardens.
Yeah.
He drags her ass in, and the bouncer's like, all right, yeah, that doesn't look like abuse at all. Leon, yeah, he's in the back. This is where you see fucking Daniel Baldwin working.
Daniel Baldwin's there on the fucking phone. He's like, I gotta call you back, Jack Crow. I'll see you later.
Yeah. Nice suit.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, it is a nice suit. Thanks. Look, Leon's gonna be late, so let me buy you a drink.
He just starts throwing him back. He's like, it's on Leon.
I'm drinking
20 drinks later.
Tequila. So Leon finds like, hey, come on in, kid. Come in here with your cocaine. So he brings the coke in, and they go to make the deal. And he's like, okay, so I'll give you 2. He's like, where's the coke? And he's like, where's the money? And he's like, I'll give you the $200,000. He's like, $225. Okay, yeah, $225. Sure, you got it. Show me the coke, kiddo.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
Kenny Robinson.
So he gives him all the coke. Doesn't see the money. Doesn't get the money. That's a big mistake.
Yeah, he keeps saying, it's in the car. It's in the car.
No, well, now he's like, what do you mean it catches? And he's like, well, it's in the car. We'll go get it in the car.
Meanwhile, SilverMan arrives.
SilverMan comes to the fucking front door, and he's like, and the bouncer's like, get the fuck out of here. You can't come in here.
Then he goes over to the motorcycle and he just starts hotwiring it, and this guy does nothing, just to bounce it from across the street.
He's like, hey, that's not your motorcycle.
Hey, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
This is like Terminator.
Dude, I didn't expect him to do this, but he fucking hotwires the car, or the motorcycle, and drives it through the fucking front door of the club, and drives it in the club, and like is doing donuts on the dance floor.
And then he grabs fucking Baldwin, activates those Silver Surfer cosmic powers.
Finally, he's trying to kick some ass, and he fucking slams his head on the desk.
Yeah, grabs him by the arm, and he like answers
Where's
the phone.
your boss? Where are they?
Yeah, phone rings, and he's like holding his arm. He's like, oh, it's just dancing. It's nothing. He's like,
dancing? It sounds like a fucking earthquake up there.
Oh, it's nothing to worry about. Hangs up, buys it. And then Eugene Levy and Ralph and Jake and all them, they start to head out the back, and some guy runs in. He's like, hey, boss, there's this fucking silver guy.
He's like, what do I give a shit? Take to peace and go kill him. Go blow him away, you fucking idiot. He's like, okay.
This is fucking hilarious. He pulls the pistol out of the desk that Eugene Levy was sitting at, and he goes to walk out the door, and SilverMan's right in the doorway.
Ding dong. And he fucking punches him right in the face.
More karate.
Yeah.
Kicks this guy's ass.
He kicks his fucking ass. He like throws him over the desk and shit.
That guy's just knocked out
Yeah.
forever. He's following him outside,
man.
and this is where Eugene Levy turns the tables on Jake. Like, yeah, you're a fucking putz. What did I say?
He's like, you're a dumb prick.
prick.
You're a dumb prick. I'm not giving you any money. Look, I let you have Norby's cash. We're taking the coke and we're getting the fuck out of here.
You're an idiot if you think anything else is happening besides you getting fucking killed. Just
And
leave.
he's like, what did you say? What did you call me? He's like, you're a dumb prick. And he's
80
like,
yard in, dumb prick.
Yeah, oh yeah? And he pulls out a gun and he fucking kills Eugene Levy and the other guy.
He's like a crack shot. He hits the fucking
Right-
Ralph guy.
right in
Like,
the-
it's like, I guess he's dead.
Kills the fuck out of these guys.
And then Silverman's running across the street and he's shooting at him. And she's like, no.
He beats the shit out of Jake. And he's
Yeah.
like, I'm taking Tiv and we're getting out of here,
Get the fuck
pal.
out of here. And you're like, all right, well, finish him off like Matt Riker did in Mutant Hunt.
I'm not a freak. I'm not a freako.
All right. But he could have learned something from Matt Riker. Again, Matt Riker
yeah.
doesn't leave the bad guy sitting down. He
No.
just finishes him off.
Well, yeah, he lights him on fire with a gun.
Silverman should have watched that movie. Or at least read the cliff notes, because instead he gets in the car and starts driving off, and this guy is just like, all right, I still have a fucking pistol, and just shoots him.
Because it like jammed, so he fixes it, and he's
Yeah.
like shooting at them, and you think Silverman's gonna like run him down with the car, but somebody else hits Jake
Going 5 miles an
and
hour.
kills him.
This looks so bad.
Oh my god! So Silverman gets out of the fucking car, and you're like, oh shit, he's shot.
He bleeds red, Joe.
He bleeds red. He should bleed fucking
Blue or
blue or
something,
silver or something. That would have been
He's still
great.
human.
Yeah, not quite. Well, without the board, he might be mortal.
If only Tiv could have connected that,
Yeah.
together. He's like,
Ne-
get my board.
Get my surfboard. It's on the back of my Jeep.
He's like, Thor has the hand
Yeah.
out. He's like shaking somewhere in a closet.
She's holding him, and he's like, please. She's like, please don't die. And the last thought that Silverman has before he dies
Like,
is
he remembers it, yeah.
is fucking Tiv with her fucking snoops out and just shaking all around.
Yeah, that is his final thought as he dies.
We see his final thought of him fucking her, and then he dies
Well,
in the street.
He has that thought specifically because she goes, I'm having your child. And then he's like, oh, he remembers the sex. And
And
it
you're
was like so good it kills him by thinking about it.
Audience, do you remember before when I was fucking her?
Question. You fucked the shit out of the other guy. How do you know for a fact?
Well, it's definitely the fucking Silverman's baby, as we find out later.
She has that Reed Richards machine. She has the fucking baby in to make sure he has cosmic powers. She's got the
He looks normal to me. I don't see anything wrong with him.
she's got the silver paint on standby just in case he doesn't come out silver. She's gonna paint this motherfucker every day to keep the lie alive.
More powerful than. Oh yeah, that's how she's gonna get all the child
That's
support.
what I mean.
Yeah.
She's gonna lie, but
Yeah.
thank God, I guess, or thank somebody. Thank Galactus.
Yeah.
This
Well,
5 years fucking later.
well, Silverman dies, ascends, and
He
becomes the
ascends.
herald of John Hurt.
Exactly
Yeah.
right. Goes on to do his life's work for
Yeah.
the MDU.
Mhm.
For better or worse.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should be cheering or crying.
But instead of like a surfboard, it's a boogie board. He's
it got
flying around
replaced.
on. Yeah.
The other one's still going like
Yeah,
this in the
yeah.
closet, like the Nimbus 5000. He can't get it out of there. He's like, shit, I should go pick that up.
Yeah, I think that's it.
It's too painful for him. He doesn't want to see the son that he can't ever interact with because, like, yeah, she walks out 5 years later with his fucking silver boy. The silver boy walks out to the gravestone, and
man.
they fucking buried him right next to his mom.
right next to
Cupid doll.
And it says Silverman on the fucking gravestone.
Oh yeah, he was alive from June 2nd, 1975 till September 18th, 2000. So he was only what 25. I didn't think he was 25. I thought
Bro,
at least in his 30s.
I was laughing so fucking hard, and then Mule Man comes out and he's like, "Come to Grandpa, little boy."
And she like kneels at the grave. There's like snails at the end of Dungeons and Dragons. I thought are instantly like, all right, I guess this is a little nicer. It's not just rocks stacked on top of each
It's
other.
a piece of wood.
It's a piece of wood. Fucking again, unnameable. The bad gravestones look better in that. Lower budget.
The freakos can't afford the
No,
fucking marble
no.
headstone.
Yeah, this is actually cardboard.
They bury him in
painted.
their backyards, not at a cemetery.
Right, yeah, exactly. You had to save money.
Yeah.
But she nails down and she goes, I will always remember you, Silverman. I miss you every day. And I'm like, well, you have a kid to remind you.
Yeah,
I guess.
you'll definitely see his face in the little silver boy that you spit out.
And speaking of David Warner in fucking Necronomicon,
Yeah.
like, even though in that movie she's like pregnant forever because the whole like watch the episode of the movie.
Yeah.
But that whole thing. But it's like this one, it's like, nope. He got the cosmic power shot into her.
Yep.
That's why he was shot and killed so easily and ascended into his true
Well,
calling.
her eyes lit up like stars when he fucking came. Yeah.
Right. Oh my God.
She got the juices loose in there. Yeah.
Like the deadlights hitting her. Yeah, exactly.
I thought for sure that when they panned down this fucking
hand was gonna come out.
headstone, it was gonna be like Adam's Family Values or something, with like the hand comes out of the grave.
Literally the exact movie I was thinking of.
Or like
Family
if he like
Values.
punched out and like flew into the sky, that'd be pretty great.
Well, with the logo SilverMan with the M stretched out like it's a Superman movie, I was fully expecting like the dun 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun dun like out of the ground, smiling at the camera. It's like SilverMan. Oh, no, we don't get that.
Yep.
Just fucking ends with this sad music. Like, yeah, he's fucking dead.
He's up there in the sky, in the cosmos, on his boogie board, doing his thing.
Hopefully he doesn't get stuck on Earth 828 or else he's going to have a serious fucking problem.
Oh, yeah, I think
They're going to play all the recordings of all the people that he couldn't save. Daniel Baldwin's in there.
No, it's just Tiv fucking every other guy.
Oh, it is.
And it's just like, oh no!
That's how he gets separated from the board. Johnny Storm is ecstatic. He's like, oh, separated from the board.
But he just uses it to like at the beach.
All right, yeah, to hang out. Yeah, they're buddies.
Well, he's catching tube with the fucking boogie board, man.
Yeah, well, he loves the beach, so I guess it's actually the perfect job
There you
for him.
go.
And it's in death.
It's silver. It flies. It's pretty cool.
Watches his son from afar. He's like Dexter. He's like, it'd probably be better if I interacted with him and saved him from the police, but I'm just gonna watch him across the street.
Oh, dude, yeah, he's not really dead. He puts the sunglasses on the hood and he like turns to the camera and like walks away.
The dude Dexter, they've been doing that a lot. Where it's like, well, Harrison, my son, he thinks he killed me. I can't possibly save him from this horrible situation he's in.
Spoilers, but also like I haven't watched it yet, and we were like kind of debating on not watching it.
I'll say this, it's better than the last season.
Really?
So far, but it definitely has a lot of things where I'm like, that would never happen. You mean they just let him go?
I really liked, how the fuck did
they explain it, kinda.
Because I really liked the last ending of Dexter.
Yeah.
Last season of Dexter.
It's been good so far. Peter Dinklage is in it, Uma Thurman, so you got some pretty good actors, but I don't want to go off on a whole side tangent on that. It just makes me think of the similarity of that scenario if he was alive. Kuma from One Piece, he's watching Bonnie, can't interact with her.
Yeah.
Because, the government will turn her into a slave.
Daniel
Spoilers,
Licht is making his money off his fucking theme still, so I guess it's good for him.
Not from Necronomicon.
No,
they just keep playing it in Dexter. He writes another check every year.
Yeah. Oh, good. Dexter Resurrection. Here's another $500,000.
But SilverMan, yes.
That was SilverMan. Where are we putting this?
This is in the fucking dumpster. This is one of the worst movies we've ever reviewed, I think. And it's not even like aggressively bad like a Pluto Nash where you're like mad because it's like Eddie Murphy's funnier than this. No. It's just so fucking boring.
I think that's the biggest crime about it because it's like, also it's a dumpster for me as well too.
Yeah.
It's the biggest crime because it's like, there's so much potential for this to be like a fun, stupid movie,
which is what we thought going in.
And if
the trailer,
and if that last 10 minutes was most of the movie, I think it would have been better.
Would have been more interesting.
Yeah. Like I wanted him to fight like Leon's goons. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Instead of that guy, they just get shot by Jake, who's a piece of shit, and you don't care anyway.
This is bullshit. He doesn't pick up a fucking gun once.
Maybe one time.
No, he doesn't pick up a gun. He doesn't shoot anybody.
Well, and again, Baldwin heavily featured on the cover. I don't think he wears that outfit on the cover, a black T-shirt. He's in like workout gear when he's taking the car, and the other time he's wearing a fucking business suit.
He looks like a dishwasher when he's doing the car. Yeah.
Eugene Levy, definitely not just wearing a white shirt and a tie. He's like a gangster for fuck's sakes. But
I'm the Jewish gangster.
It's just not that good. It's actually really hard to find online and even watch. I think Apple TV is the only place where this is even available without just purchasing a DVD copy. I mean, it's only like $10 if you're really curious. If you're like, what did Joe and Sean not show in the episode, or like skip over, like what did I miss? Did I guess buy it?
Save the money, sign up for Patreon for the $5 tier. You're gonna get more mileage out of it than you will this movie.
This is definitely what I wouldn't recommend out of all the Baldwin movies. Again, unless you're just a diehard like me and you gotta know, just watch Yesterday's Target, which again I don't even think that good, but it's way better than this.
In Pursuit is better than Yesterday's Target.
Well, In Pursuit blows us out of the water. Water damage fucking literally sinks this motherfucker, and then Vampires. is just a fun movie.
Yeah.
Not to say that those are the only movies that he's been in, but those are the ones that I know of. Even Active Stealth is better than this, and I don't even like that movie.
Well, we thought
another Baldwin movie.
We thought this was going to be a Baldwin-heavy movie, but it wasn't. He's kind of just a tertiary.
Also a good reason why we usually vet movies. This was kind of, again, a one-off thing. Just had to do it. But end result, it was just a bad fucking movie. And we try to avoid that whenever possible. But hopefully we had enough to say about it.
I mean, I had to give it the benefit of the doubt, dude. Like, that fucking trailer sold me. I was like, look, this has got to be at least worth talking about. I think it was.
And a man that's skin is silver. Again, we're joking that he has the cosmic eternal powers, but he literally has no powers.
No.
It's just like
he's just a silver guy.
He's like a mutant in X-Men that's just like, what is your power? I could turn into elastic. Oh, I could turn into a bird. I'm just silver.
I could play the violin. That's his superpower.
Which anyone could fucking learn, technically.
Well,
yeah, right. That is kind of his superpower. He's good in bed. But he's got a silver rod. I've said that a few times.
But he also knows, like, jujitsu or some shit.
They barely do anything with, like you were saying.
No, and I'm like, but then we never explain it. It's not like, he was trained by this person. Or,
the baby was going to know how to do that when he gets older. Silver Boy.
Oh, my God. Well,
The Adventures of.
Yeah, she has to keep him from flying into space to see her dad.
Right now, it's like powder. It's the end of powder. He just gets hit by lightning.
Julie said that. She's like, oh, yeah, it's like fucking, what is this, powder light?
I was thinking that, actually. I meant to bring that up earlier. That's another one that on a rewatch, holy shit, does that movie not hold up?
At least he had a superpower.
Sure. Again, one of those.
He could bring things back to life.
Right. One of those X-Men characters that's useful for one hyper-specific scenario. Otherwise, just leave him in the fucking dumpster, I guess.
No, leave him in the mansion.
Right, yeah. Charles doesn't need that person.
Only when we need you, you can come
out. You got a PhD at least, but you don't get to fight in any battles.
We don't know his whole story.
I think the story we concocted
is better than the one in the movie.
The movie's just like, you want to see a guy in silver pink fuck some woman with not a nice ass?
And play the fucking violin?
Yeah.
And then do a kind of a cool thing in the last 10 minutes of the movie?
Yeah. Kinda. It's mostly Eugene Levy cracking wise at the end and Baldwin getting beat up. That's about the only thing worth seeing at the end there.
Yeah, and like Eugene Levy's just like doing the comedy, like doing his comedy because it's so fucking ludicrous.
Right, yeah.
You know?
And Kenny Robinson just praise the Lord, praise the Lord.
Because this movie takes itself deadly seriously.
It does.
Like deadly seriously. Yeah, man, dumpster dude. I'm glad the SilverMan has joined the MDU.
And Baldwin's back.
And Baldwin's back, baby.
He deserves better.
Baldwin is like the Thanos at the end of this, right?
Oh, God.
Just like a little, like, I'll be back, fuckers. I'll do it myself. And then we're going to do Waterdown.
Well, that actually might be kind of fun to return to. The next time we do a video, a watch along might have to be In Pursuit for the Baldwin.
That one's so fun, though.
Yeah,
He fights a fucking cougar in the back of a truck.
None of that in this.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Just a bunch of shit we tacked on to
That's the dolphin
entertain
dive.
ourselves.
That's the dolphin dive origin, dude.
In Pursuit.
And he's with that hot lady cop the whole movie.
He doesn't do it this movie. I guess you could argue he gets thrown in a particular way that almost looks like a dolphin dive by SilverMan, but
no, he's a fucking chump in this.
Yeah, this one's definitely buried under the dumpster. This is one of those. It was just that bad. But again,
well, it wasn't released for fucking 6 years, so yeah.
The release date situation. There's a lot of debacles with this one. Silver tuna, I don't know. It ain't this.
Dude, that's all I got, dude. The silver fucking tuna.
It ain't this.
We're eating SilverMan tonight.
Well, she did say it tastes pretty good. So,
well, it tastes like a regular man, but doesn't look like one.
Fucks like a horse, though.
So yeah, with that being said, if you want some more Movie Dumpster content, you can head over to patreon.com/Movie Dumpster. You can get an ad-free audio version of the show for just $2 a month, and you can get some other great stuff at the $5 and $10 tiers. We also have a YouTube subscription program. Similar things that you get on Patreon, but none of the physical items. You do get commentary tracks and minisodes and things like that. But it's a little more bare bones. So see which one you want to check out, see which one you want to sign up for, and if you do, that's great, and help support your favorite show.
And if you're watching here on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe if you're not already, and share it with your friends. And if you listen on your favorite podcast app, leave us that 5 stars and a thumbs up and a review if you got time. Even a sentence helps. We just want to get the show out to more people and grow this dumpster community, get it into more eardrums, eyeballs, and everything in between. and you guys doing those reviews helps us a lot, so we do appreciate that.
They really help. They really help more than anything. Like, you don't have to spend any money. It doesn't cost anything to leave us a review or like the video or share it with your friends. But if you do want to buy some stuff, we do have a store. If you go to moviedumpsterpodcast.com, we got all kinds of good stuff, shirts, hats, towels, stickers, all kinds of stuff. We also have a calendar there, so you can see what the Dumpster Boys are doing. On August 15th and 16th, we are going to be guests for the very first time at any convention. And that's going to be at the Sci-Fi Horror Fest in Vernon, New York. There's a bunch of great guests, including Bill Moseley, Caroline Williams, Tyler Main, William Forsythe, and Cecil Trachtenberg from Good Bad Flicks. So if you're in the New York area, definitely come hang out for that. But also, on the same weekend, our street team is going to be set up at Monster Mania in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. So if you're going to Monster Mania, we still will have a table there. We hope to see you in New York, and if we don't, we'll see you in New Jersey. So check it out at moviedumpsterpodcast.com.
And we'll see you out there. Just look to the sky for the SilverMan.
So that's it. That's SilverMan from 2003, directed by Peter Foldy. I'm Joel Escola.
And I'm Sean O'Rourke.
Thanks for visiting the dumpster.